How's it going, everyone? Kevin from SelectButton, here to explore the nuclear war of the future with a Double Dragon 4 by Arc System Works. This is the new game on PC and PS4. It follows in the line of the NES games, which had 1, 2, and 3. Although 3 took place before 2, but we're not going to go there. So we're just going to jump right into the story mode. There are about 12 missions in the game. Some of them are really short, especially if you're playing two-player. With the two options for two-player, if you don't want friendly fire or if you want to keep it friendly fire on, like the classic games, depends on how much you want to piss off your friends. We're going to head to San Francisco, set in a post-apocalyptic nuclear war. Not going to touch upon the politics going on right now in the world, but hey, that's just how these things kind of turn out. So from this look, you could tell this looks like the original Nintendo game. And it not only looks like it, it definitely plays like it. You got punches, you got kicks, you got this special attacks. You can set these to a button, so you can do this to a button instead of the config that you need to do, or still throw guys around, pick them up. Still got the spinning kick, overpowered, and I love it. When the screen scrolls, you'll be seeing a lot of screen tearing. There's definitely no VSync right now turned on in the build, and this is a PS4 running what is essentially a Nintendo game, and I'm not sure why that thing's not locked down. I know the PC version has some other bugs and glitches. You gotta keep this knife, just keep tossing it. There's no difficulty settings, so the story mode is as is. You can do single or two-player. You will gain access to additional characters as you play through tower mode, which gets unlocked after you beat the story mode, depending upon how far you get through those 100 levels or so. So as I mentioned, there's these special attacks you can do. You can see there, we got 1, 2, and 3 is that back elbow. You can do this with combination of other buttons and directions, or you can set them to be a special button itself. You can also do things like when you land, you can go into a knee, and when you land, you can go into an uppercut. Now, if you have the headbutt and you kind of hit punch with it and forward, you'll do this kind of spin. And now we're just going to be on the longest river ride in the world. I don't know why they didn't have enemies drop down from the cliffs on top or anything, but just kind of standing here is really disappointing. And now for a much shorter elevator ride. This is a burn-off. It'll be familiar for anyone who's played the series previously. I should point out that the original Double Dragon, it was originally an arcade game that then got ported to the NES, which is what the version this is what the NES version looked like. I have more fond memories playing the NES version than the arcade one. I don't remember playing it only a handful of times in the arcade, but I owned 1 and 2 on the NES. I didn't get 3. I know I've rented it before, and I didn't care for it. A lot of people didn't. So it was really strange when they decided to go this route of basing it off the old games, not using the arcade. So they were probably betting on the nostalgia of people for the NES version instead of the arcade. And this, by all means, is not a bad game. It's essentially a Double Dragon Nintendo game. You take that with the good and the bad. The difficulty can be quite frustrating at the the end missions or so. The last few missions, I should say maybe the last 3 or 4 missions in particular, can be a pain to complete, especially solo. God dang it. I knew that was going to happen. And no, I did not get 50,000 in Double Dragon. Little wizard reference for all you fans out there. Aw, I thought I hit him. Hit him with the knee that way. Bye-bye. Bye, Abobo. This sequence of a guy hanging from the helicopter and then taking off happens a lot in this game. I want to say like 3 or 4 missions end like that. Not to spoil anything, but it's kind of weird setting to use. The game only supports local 2-player multiplayer. So there's no online. Of course, you could try and use, those game sharing options like PS4 allows. If you're in a party, the game will stream to a friend as long as their internet holds up. I've had good and bad experiences with that on both ends of the spectrum, so I don't rely on it too much. Oh, got him. Kind of keep trying to get those unique moves out of the door on any enemies. One thing that's popped up later on, which is more of a concern than right now, is being hit off screen. It happened in the original games, and still having it in a game in 2017 is kind of frustrating. I know the point was to make it, it's like those Capcom did with Mega Man 9 and 10, I believe. I think those are the numbers. It was essentially a classic Nintendo Mega Man. So they've done the same thing with Double Dragon, even though I thought the last game that came out on, I think I played it on Xbox, it was a decent game. It was a new take on the series, but I didn't think it was a bad game by any means. Oh, come on. Wow, that sound is straight out of the classic game. For some reason, that sound in particular is stuck through me over any of the other sounds in the game. The sound of the bat falling. Thing's huge. Okay, you want it? Here you go. Ooh, it's got a knife. Oh, these are the dynamite sticks? Take that. Oh my god. Come on. When you do get attacked off screen, it's usually the guy who throws that spiked shit at you. And when there's multiple, you know, getting on both sides of you, they can just spam that constantly. You got 3 of the big bad guys here. While you'll have 3 lives, you do only have 5 continues, which is enough to get you probably through the whole game, if not close to it. I don't see the point in using it but outside of nostalgia factor of, oh, remember when games had annoying game overs? If not, you do now. This is another thing. He won't ever move up because he knows he's going to walk straight into attack. So if you did this in a 2-player game, player 2 can go and attack him freely because he is just focused strictly on me. If you move down, he's going to attack you right away, so you kind of have to get away. I do like playing through the story with the other characters, like playing as Vernov. It's an interesting take. There was a bunch of trophies based off of playing the game. Oh, right in the gut. How does that keep happening to her? Almost got it. That's gonna hit me. I know it is. You don't get much time when you get hit, when you walk up. Do not get hit again. Performance-wise, I haven't seen any slowdown even when a lot of characters get on screen. The only issue is the tearing, which is, oh my gosh. There we go. This is where I'm gonna have to waste one of my continues. You just get yourself in some like bad spots. Like that. They get you on both sides. I still haven't found a good counter to it. I mean, maybe using the spinny headbutt's a good way to kind of get away from everything. When I can, I still like to group everyone together and just using. Ooh, boy, he got me there. The spin kick. This time, she's been taken to Japan. So the Lee boys heading to the harbor, take a ship over. There's an option outside of controls. There's audio option for retro or normal. So now you're hearing the classic Double Dragon song as it was meant to be. Let's just take a point, click through a tower. Plays a Bobo. Oof. Superman punch? Y'all remember me? You've been a boboed. So this is 100 floors, 1 life. If you need to pause, make sure you actually hit pause. Going to the PS4 screen, you know, the homepage, doesn't actually pause the game. I learned the hard way, getting pretty deep into Tower. Ooh, countered. Get out of here. Punch pretty fast. Do a couple more floors. Let's get to floor 10 with him. That's respectable. Oh wow. Run right into that. There you go. That's Double Dragon 4, out now on PS4 and PC. For better or for worse, it is a classic Nintendo Double Dragon, with the good, with the bad. Screen tearing is weird that it happens on PS4. I know that it probably happens on PC as well. I'm not sure if it has VSync option in PC or not. You can change the languages if you want. Hey, why not? Like I said, you can get hit off screen. When you do die, when you do hit a game over, you are able to start on the last mission that you completed. So let's say you died on mission 10, you're able to restart on mission 9. So you do have to replay the previous mission that you completed, but at least you'll regain all your credits. I think I died on mission 9. And then on my next start, I completed the game in single player mode. That's it. Thanks for watching.